It's Sling TV Sunday. That's right, Sling TV Sunday on Alex Garrett Podcasting. We are about an hour and a half away from the 1 o'clock game starting. 1 o'clocks, of course, include the Giants today. But this Sling TV Sunday is about Veterans Day. I have not really talked about this yet, and I haven't had a chance to, but I want to also thank Yoni Mazer for joining us on the podcast for Veterans Day to give us the consumer update for November, right? That was a pretty good conversation, I thought. But there are a couple things about the 11th day of the 11th month, and of course that 11th hour of armistice known as Veterans Day that I want to talk about. Do you know, not only is it the end of World War I, it was do you know who was born on Veterans Day? When it wasn't even Veterans Day, of course, but on November 11th, I think the most military of the military, the most general of the generals, the most leader of the leaders in the military, was fittingly born. General George Patton was born in 1885 on November 11th. What a day for a war to end and have General Patton born on it as well. November 11th, 1885. He died December 21st, 1945 at just 60 years old. 60 years old. He was, of course, the General of the United States Army who commanded the 7th United States Army in the Mediterranean theater of World War II, the 3rd United States Army in France and Germany after the Allied invasion of Normandy in June 1944. He was the guy. And he was born on November 11th, which many years later would become Veterans Day. But then the other tie into this is another agreement. See, this was the agreement to lay down arms, or armistice. That was the agreement, the treaty, which would be signed in Versailles months later. I believe in June of 1919. Of course, this happened in 1918. So, World War I ends. But do you know what was signed on November 11th, 1620? You got it. The Mayflower Compact. So a very, very, very historical day. Not just the day we honor the troops, the day we thank our veterans, the day we honor the fallen, but also the day we honor the day that a form of government was formed, November 11th, through the Mayflower Compact. So, remember that next Veterans Day. How historical a day it is, while we thank the troops for really defending what the compact did, what General George Patton stood for. All our veterans today fight for America. They fight for the values that George Patton fought for, and they fought for what the, Plymouth Rockers, the colonials fought for here as well, which was to make their own form of government and to defend that government and to defend their land. That's the tradition, and that's what our military servicemen and women do every damn day. So as you watch Sling TV, and I'll get you a link for the latest updates, as you watch Sling TV today for Red Zone Football, remember that. Remember that the veterans of today fight for the pastimes of General George Patton, the pastimes of the Mayflower Compact. They fight for America in all forms and for all people. Have a great rest of your Veterans Day weekend on Sling TV Sunday. I'm Alex Garrett.